did you feel when I told you I was pregnant?
Immediately I got in, I grabbed her, I beat hell out of her.
That day I felt like you were not the one that gave this to me.
But today,
What do you think about my husband?
Phew.
That actually affected me growing up. That was it, going to school and having teenage children. You got my clothes that day, mommy.
Yes, as if she's fainted. Thank God.
I fainted though. It's not as if I did.
That most embarrassing moment as a mother, the
So when you first saw the baby, I
was so.
I left the other. You were looking for me.
But it was not easy.
Remember one day that I left the house one night like this. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you are new here, you're so welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, you are also welcome. My name is Mide Jay and I film everything about lifestyle, vlog, travels, relocation. If you're interested in any of these things, I really want you to subscribe to my channel. Click that notification bell by the side of your screen. If you click on it, YouTube will always notify you whenever I post a new video. In this video, I'm asking my mom some difficult questions. So before anything, first things first, introduction. I'd like to introduce my mom to you guys for people that don't know her. Okay?
Hello, viewers at home. I'm Mide's mother.
So I just put to bed for people that don't know, and if you know already, well, my mom is here to babysit and to do some childcare, omugo and all those stuffs, and it's been an amazing journey altogether. And I felt like actually some of my followers on Instagram, they were like, oh, mom is here already, why can't we just do a mom tag? But basically I'll be asking my mom some difficult questions. Mommy, are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So let's get right into the video. The first question I'll be asking, because that what kind of child was I growing up? What can you say about me, Mide Jay?
Yeah, Mide Jay has always been.
Don't hype me.
No.
Say it as it is.
No.
Let my subscribers know.
Mide Jay has always been a wonderful child.
Oh.
A child that every mother should pray for.
Oh.
Yeah. She has been so wonderful, right from her childhood to her now motherhood.
Oh.
She has been so amazing. Trust me.
Do you think I was stubborn?
No, you were not stubborn. Being a girl child.
Remember one day that I left the house one night like this, that I left the other, you were looking for me.
What really happened?
I can't remember.
Maybe
I think you scolded you are not right.
even though maybe you are just hanging around the house,
No, but it was in the night.
and you have the fear that maybe I will beat you, or that's just in minor.
But
generally you have been so amazing. You don't give me stress.
Oh.
No.
Okay, that's good. How did you feel when I told you I was pregnant?
I was so happy. You know what? Let me give you a scenario, or let me give you
Behind the scene.
Because she did her introduction October last year, and being a mother, what next? For her to tell me that, mommy, something has happened.
But I've not had my big wedding yet.
Yes, of which we still definitely we're gonna have it maybe early next year or 2 years to come. After the introduction, I started praying. You know what, guys? I was even praying for twins that God should give because our father
is a twin.
Yeah,
for people that don't know, my dad is a twin.
So I started praying that God should. That was my prayer point until after some months. Then you now called me that, mommy, I'm pregnant. I was so happy. I was so delighted being a mother.
So you didn't feel bad that she has only done maybe a bit of Lego wedding and introduction?
No. At least we have done the introduction, and I believe very soon now you will do all the wedding rites as well. So I'm not disappointed.
So you were not disappointed?
I'm not disappointed.
Oh.
I'm not disappointed. Very soon, you guys will send your IV.
The invitation.
The invitation card.
How was your experience raising me?
Yeah, as I said earlier.
Ramification financially.
Oh, okay. That's it. Then was very easy.
Financially,
Financially is not easy. That's just it. Financially is not easy. But thank God the type of child Mide Jay is, whatever I give her, she was contented. When she was in nursing school, I sent her 5,000 every month, because then how much am I collecting as a salary? But I thank God she was not a child that like Yoruba would say that that contentment was there. So whatever I give her, she's got.
She was that guy. It was not easy at all.
She will be happy, but it was not easy. I just thank God because it was God. But here are we today. The story changed. Here we are.
How do you feel having your first granddaughter?
Yeah, that one is another amazing feelings. I was delighted. I was happy because it's not every woman that live to see her grandchild. But thank God that God, counted me as one who has one. It was amazing.
When you first saw her, when I was in labor, what was happening?
When she was
I
in labor,
I labored for 48 hours.
I prayed like anything. I prayed that I will not pray anymore. I started speaking in tongues. I was even asked to come into the theater. I said no. Let me just stay somewhere. Let me just stay somewhere and be praying.
Because if you want to give birth in the UK, they are gonna tell you to bring a birthing partner. So I put my mom, because I knew my mom would be in the UK by then. My mom and my husband as my birthing partner. So when there was no indication to have a cesarean section. I didn't have diabetes. I didn't have preeclampsia or eclampsia or whatever during pregnancy. So it was supposed to be a vaginal delivery until baby had a meconium stain. Meconium stain is for baby to poo inside of you, and then baby was distressed. If baby inhaled, could cause aspiration and infection and the like. So they told me I will have a cesarean section. So it was an emergency one. So they said that morning, my mom and my husband should follow me to the theater. My mom said, I'm not going.
No, I resisted.
They not said, but you can follow us. My mom said, I'm not going.
I resisted that. Just leave me in their waiting room. Yes.
She stayed in the recovery room, and we went to the theater.
Thank God for the success of this.
So when you first saw the baby, I
was so happy. I will insert a video. I was so happy. I was so delighted.
You were happy to
see my first grandchild. Oh my God. In fact,
oh my God, so how has it been so far?
It has been
the experience.
Yeah, well, though it has not been easy because taking care of infants at night, during the day, cry and all that.
She can cry.
But I'm doing it with joy, that kind of a thing. I'm doing it with joy.
Oh, so thank you, Grandma.
I'm doing it with joy.
And Grandma has been so amazing. She has made these few delicate months of motherhood easy for me. I sleep and wake up whenever I want, oftentimes. You know what I'm saying? So the next question is, what is your most embarrassing moment as a mother?
Yeah, the most embarrassing moment as a mother, as I said earlier, that raising them with our baby sister wasn't easy. I remember one day she went, though she's having a kind of malaria, though nothing to eat, that we have a banner Ilasepo at home. Is it Ilasepo or Gure?
It was Ilasepo.
So
I think I remember.
I said, I immediately, this is what you are going to eat, and he said no problem. Even though I forced it on her, she ate it.
The aesthetics and composure, I had to maintain.
She went to school.
I don't eat.
After I was at work, when they called me that she was vomiting. When I got to the school, I saw the eba molds on the floor with the slap or something. I was so embarrassed. Meanwhile, I was even telling the teacher that it was she didn't even eat. I tried to lie, giving a child by the morning, but then that's what we had. So I was even trying to to manipulate the story, but my boy Mide Jay, he said, "Mommy, but I ate it this morning." I was embarrassed because I wouldn't want them to know.
The teacher?
I was trying to tell them that this that she ate it
last night, previous
night. But Mide Jay was trying to tell our teacher that, "Mommy, it was this morning."
Oh my God!
I felt embarrassed because that's what I had. But we thank God today that the story changed.
Oh my God!
The story changed.
Oh, that's so embarrassing, actually.
So embarrassing.
I went on the floor.
So embarrassing.
I could not lie as a child.
So embarrassing. She couldn't lie, but I'm trying to save the situation for them not to know that she ate it by.
So I was like, "Mommy, I didn't eat it yesterday night."
That's what we had.
This morning.
That's what with tears anyway. With tears in my eyes.
Do you have any other embarrassing moment?
Or like at times, if they send you back, maybe I have not completed your school fees and all that, I will shed tears. because I don't like it.
I think I remember a moment when I was in primary 4.
Yes.
When they sent us home for
and they
school
come for
fees.
me.
We could not pay the school fees then, and they called my mom. We went back home. My mom followed
Right
us
from your gate, I started
my
crying.
mom started crying.
I was.
They told us, they still sent us back home. They didn't let us stay.
Yes.
And I was in primary 4.
You know, then I met your proprietor's wife that day.
Yes, and they didn't allow us.
I shed tears.
Even me, I cried.
I shed tears, but we thank God today that the story changed. We thank God today.
How much is money? Money is water. Even I don't have money, but we thank God. Moving forward, guys, what's the least thing that I did as a child? That thing that I did that you're like, oh my God, I don't like this thing.
Okay. It was one day. I have forgotten what you did the previous night. So the following day, though I scolded you anyway, I don't know. You know, as a child, there's no how a child will not misbehave. You know, that she will not do something naughty, but not something serious anyway. As a mother, I do like my children, but they know that that they shouldn't take me for granted.
I would just like to put this forward. My mom was very disciplined when we were growing up.
Yes.
If my mom beat you like
this, type of mother.
If my mom beat you,
I don't just rub your head for.
My mom was. I thought you were wicked.
No, I'm not wicked.
When you were growing
by
up,
now you know that.
Now I know, but then I used to feel like my mom was wicked.
So if I want to scold a child, I will scold you. If I want to papa you, I will papa you. That's me. That's why the trying period there. I will papa you, and with the little I will spoil you as well. So I scolded her. So I now the following day I went to work. So I came back. Mide Jay refused to come out and and greet me. That mommy wake up. I was so annoyed.
I think you parked your car.
I parked my car outside and you refused to come out. Immediately I got in, I grabbed her, I beat hell out of her.
I
beat her to the extent that I don't know. She fell and as if she's fainted. Thank God.
I fainted though. It's not as if I fainted.
Thank God a neighbor and one daddy in the community and his wife, they were around for something anyway. They just walked, to that scene. They were the one that
I could not breathe
rescued her. And I was.
You tore my clothes that day, mommy.
Yes, I can remember.
She tore my clothes.
Yes, her clothes torn that day.
She tore my favorite
the way I handled that.
My favorite top. My mom.
Thank God with the help of my neighbor and the wife that rescued her that day. We started pouring water on her. I started shaking.
That day, I felt like this is not my mother.
So
it's not this mother that mothered me.
The day that I know he did something that I was really annoyed.
That day, I felt like you were not the one that gave this.
But today,
now we've talked about the least favorite thing I did as a child. What about the favorite thing? What can you say is that thing that I've done that you felt like, oh, or till now that you feel like maybe there are many, but just mention a few.
Okay, like the day you got you passed your nursing examination exam. Then it was like in stages. First exam, second exam, then the third one, which was oral, and we passed through those stages. I was so happy to study nursing in Lutz. I was so happy. I was so happy that day. The another one is when you were preparing for your, your struggles for you to travel abroad.
Tell them about my struggle.
You know what? Then it was hell. As you are seeing Mide Jay, I do tell people that Mide Jay just came to life as a female gender. She's so courageous and she doesn't give up. She doesn't give up.
Period.
That's another thing I like about her. She doesn't give up, just like me. Anyway, she took after me anyway.
I'm a lion.
She took after me anyway. She doesn't give up.
I'm a fight.
She doesn't give up. She doesn't give up on something. Especially anything that has to do with her career or something that has to do with her progress in life. She doesn't give up. So then, but the day that she got her visa, her working visa in UK as NHS staff, I was so happy. That at last,
after all my struggles,
how
many times did I apply for US?
Like 3 times. Canada once.
I got admission in America. I got admission in Canada, and I applied 4 times.
Yes,
altogether.
There was a day she risked her life to Abuja. That's January 1st, 2018.
I traveled by road from
road. She got to Abuja late in the night.
1 midnight.
And she, after the interview, the second day, she left Abuja same day. She got to Lagos like 3 p.m.
AM.
We even we talked to her that she should have a stopover in Ibadan. She said no, that she's resuming work.
And they still denied me the visa.
They still denied her.
American student.
So I thank God when she got her working visa in UK.
Finally.
I was so happy that thank God that, and I do tell her that all these things happens to you, so that.
But you know I didn't want to come to UK.
Anyway, that yes, you are right. But I do tell her that you can't compare Nigeria to UK now. Take UK as a stepping stone, and I believe she's still going higher and higher by His grace. Amen. So
this time last, I was trying to go to America. How did you feel when I finally told you I was going to America after I was denied visa 3 times?
I was so happy, and I tell her that see the America that you have been struggling for now, it came on the platter of gold. That is life. That's just
but
life.
I didn't want to hear that, no.
No,
I didn't want to hear that. I was that America was like paradise.
And now
to me then, tell them the day I called you and said,
see, I don't like remembering those situations, because it's like, it's so pathetic. And that I couldn't comprehend.
And you could not
I can't help her. If I tell her that take him out, just come and console her. You say, "Mommy, don't worry." That period there, I wasn't myself.
I think that was the most difficult period.
That was the most difficult period for you so far.
If you could change something about the way you raised me, what would you change?
What I would change is the financial aspect of life, because as I said earlier, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
Would you have wished you have like your mom or family?
Yeah, you know what? Being an orphan. Because I'm an orphan. I lost my dad when I was 6 years. I lost my mom when I was 11 years. So I've been an orphan, all this while.
Since when?
At tender age. So my growing up was rough. So rough. But I thank God today. And as I said earlier, what I would change about the day growing up, Abby, is the financial aspect. And I believe that what I experienced, Mide Jay will not experience it over our children. Thank God she's in a developed country now, and I pray that things are even easy. Things are easy because I don't pray that she should experience what I experienced while she was growing up. I don't pray that she experienced it on her own children now. I don't pray such.
Okay. So what are your challenges as a mother?
That, as I told you earlier on, my growing up was rough. I have gotten my 2 kids, that's Mide and her baby sister. I've gotten both of them before I went back to school. I did my NC as a part-time student. I did my BSc too in State University as a part-time. But then I've started working in Radio Nigeria.
So how was it going to school and having teenage children?
It wasn't easy. In fact, you can't even believe that it was when Ayomide entered School of Nursing that I started my degree, my BSc in State University the same year. So it wasn't easy. I wanted to pull back, but I'm the type of person that myself, I always like to to pursue my dream.
Will you say I took that after you?
Yes, that is it. Ayomide took after me, because even me as a mother, I don't give up. Yeah. Because if I should give up, I wouldn't have gotten my NC and my BSc after I get back to both of them. You can see that resilience in me. So Ayomide really took after me, and I thank God for that. And it really helped her too.
Yeah.
In her career and in her journey.
Yes, I would just like to say this. My mom as a person, I think I've not said it before. I've not actually said it before, but I'll say it because when I was experiencing difficulties leaving the country, visa refusals, denials here and there, I was very devastated. That was one of the most challenging period of my life. So whenever I call my mom, sometimes my mom is not that person that will really pamper you. If you are crying, she's not the kind of mother that will cry with you. She would rather tell you you have to brace up again.
I have that absorber.
So sometimes I used to feel bad.
Sorry, Mide used to tell me that mommy absorber I have that absorber.
Shock absorber is tough. So some mothers, like I have one of my friends that will tell you that whenever she's crying and she's feeling bad, her mom will cry with her on the phone.
And does it help matter?
My mom will not cry with you. as in when she told me that, I reminisced on how my mom is as a person. My mom is that mother that will tell you, stand up, brace up again. So sometimes I feel like if I call her, all she will tell me is to brace up, which is what I need. So most times my mom is not sympathetic, she's always empathetic. And there's a difference between being sympathetic and empathetic. She will not cry with you.
Yes, sympathy will not help you.
And
will not help you.
That actually affected me growing up. I would not lie.
Any failure, immediately think of the way forward again.
If you think you
don't relent, don't relax.
If you think you call my mother and be saying, I should be crying, Nibo, she will tell you, what next? What are we doing? I know, I feel sorry for you, but we have to move on. What next are you doing? That's the kind of person she was. And sometimes I used to be like, oh my God, I don't like that about her. But now I know better. I feel like that is what we often need, you know, to move ahead in life. And her perseverance actually affected me to also be a strong person. To also, and how do you feel about me saying, oh, maybe I don't need the man for money? That aspect.
Yes. The right thing is for a woman to work. You know, fine. You're having a husband that is responsible, that pay bills and all that. But at the same time, you should have your own money. Meanwhile, having your own money doesn't mean your husband will not do the right thing at the right time for you.
So I think I grew up with that mentality of,
so that is it.
I'm getting my money and that's a period, you know.
That is it.
Yeah.
That is it. That is it.
And I think you talked to me about it one time like that I should not say, oh, my money, my money.
Say our money. That's you and your spouse.
Yeah.
You make your own money, your spouse will make his own money. Then you combine things together and, you know,
and make a good life.
And make a good life.
And then I would just like to ask, what do you think about my husband?
Yeah, he has been so wonderful.
Don't lie, you.
No, he has been so wonderful.
Don't cover things up.
No, he's a gentle guy that knows the right thing at the right time.
Do you like him?
I like him. Meanwhile, you know, I believe God has really blessed me because while having two girls, you know, some people will say, Mommy Ayo, why don't you have another child? Maybe that one would be a male child. I said, meanwhile, having two girls, I've never been disappointed because right from time I have that mindset that my son-in-law will always be my son. I thank God that that my mindset really came to pass now because our spouse has been so wonderful. So wonderful, so wonderful too. That's the type of son-in-law I've been praying for, and I thank God that it come to pass. I give God all the glory.
So you like us together?
I like you together.
The second to last question is, what do you think I will struggle with as my person, the kind of person I am? What do you think I'll struggle with as a mother?
As I said, you know, you're always been an energetic person. Though I know soon as I will leave. Here in the UK, childcare has not been so easy the way I'm saying it, but I believe
it's not easy.
I believe God will see you through. Everything just on plan. It's all your plan based on your working schedule and your spouse schedule.
I'm not ready for you to go. Oh, I'm just gonna cry.
So
I'm not ready.
You are still enjoying your postpartum.
I'm still enjoying it until before you leave. I just don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about the fact that my mom is going to leave because I feel so comfortable with her being around. You know, at least I have less.
I'm still in service, so I'm going back to my work.
I'm not ready to talk about the fact that you are leaving. That's a story for another day. Lastly, what's your advice to me as a mother?
Advice to you, Mide, as a mother is, thank God you know much about me, and I believe you should concrete such belief, pass it on to your children too. So I to avoid time wasting, you know, those tips. When a world of technology now, we always be communicating via the video stuff and all that.
Of course.
Everything. All I need to say is that whenever you're in there, please don't hesitate to seek for help.
Yeah. So do you think I'll be taking care of you?
You have been so great. You have been doing great. Yeah.
Oh,
and I pray that God will grant you long life too. And that your children too will really take care of you at your
old age.
At your old age.
Amen. I pray you live long to continue to enjoy the fruit of your labor.
Amen.
And you'll see more grandchildren.
Amen.
By God's grace.
Amen.
So guys, I've come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up, guys. Give me a big thumbs up. Okay, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's ultimately important. And don't forget the bell-like symbol by the side of your screen. If you click on that, YouTube will always notify you whenever I drop a new video. And I remain your girl, your baby girl for life. M to the I to the D to the E to the J. Come on. I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you so much.
Bye.
Thank you so much for subscribing. Bye guys.
Bye.
Do we care to